Stuart, have you ever seen these worship tech tour video series?
Unfortunately, I have.
Do you like watching them?
No, absolutely not.
Why don't you like watching them?
First off, I'm a little different. I don't watch any church tech stuff. I follow, like, if I'm going to get on YouTube, I watch travel blogs.
Right.
You know, stuff like that.
But I know you specifically don't like church tech
I
tours.
don't like church tech tours at all.
Why?
Because they do not matter.
Why don't they matter?
They don't matter at all because they don't. They're nothing is practical. It'd be like if we walk. Okay, we're in a church. We're in Crescent.
Yeah.
And at First Baptist Church here, we could nerd out all day long about these. I think they're Rinkus Hines boxes up here, and we could talk about these EAW subs that we have.
P16 personal monitors.
And there's P16s and there's Omega monitors on the stage.
Uh-huh.
And then we got an X32 back here, and we could go around and we could talk about it. And then as a person watching it, let's say you're sound, you're like, oh, so they're using EAW subs.
Oh, gotta use EAW.
Oh, man. And they've got Omega. I've never heard of Omega.
Ooh, better go look that
Yeah,
up.
we gotta go look.
You won't
up
find
Omega.
anything on it, by the way.
But they're pretty awesome speakers.
They are.
And then their mains are Rinkus Hines, and they're doing a left, center, right, like a little cluster.
Revolutionary.
Oh, man. And they've got, it looks like there might be a Beta 58 for the lead vocalist.
Gotta have a Beta 58.
Oh, man. I'm really curious what they're doing for the piano mic. Guys, why? Why does any of that matter?
Yeah.
Who cares if it's an EAW sub or if it's a whatever, a community
Because here's
sub?
the irony. We install sound systems in churches all day long. That's all we do.
Yeah.
Do you know that I never use, I'm one of the main system designers. I never use the same speaker.
Well,
Because I don't care.
Yeah. What I'm more curious about is, are they hung properly and is it tuned?
Yeah.
Like if you've got a good system that has equal amplitude response. What do I mean by that? That means every frequency is represented and it's in phase with each other.
Now, there's definitely boxes that do that better.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
boxes that do that worse.
Yes.
But in the long run, it's a wide range. And the brand rarely means anything in the end.
Yes.
And that's what a lot of these church tech tours are. I've noticed. I've watched a few of them just out of curiosity. And most of the time, it's just a tech guy listing off brand names and specifications that he doesn't even understand.
No. That's
right?
what's
like
funny.
A lot of times I watch him and the worship leader's like, yeah, I don't actually know what this is, but you got to have it.
Yeah, you got to have it. It sounds amazing.
Sounds amazing.
Or they just spit off information like they think it's accurate.
And even if you watch like one of these really big ones, I will say in my free time, I occasionally like to watch a behind-the-scenes tour of like a big stadium tour. That's because I'm a nerd.
Yeah.
So I like to nerd out over that, right? I like to know they flew 120 boxes in a stadium. I find that interesting. But it doesn't affect anything I do on a weekly basis.
No.
It's not going to change the way I mix sound. Like, it feeds my nerdiness in a sense that I like to know about new gear and equipment, but it doesn't change how I do my job every week, because that is so much more about my philosophies of mixing, how I think about things, how I interact with people, and my skill level as a technician. Like, all those things matter a lot more. And a lot of times these church tech tours, they're just going to list off a bunch of things they do or say or think about equipment that probably isn't going to have much of a deliverable moment in your worship service. And what it will probably lead to is purchasing remorse, right? I see this all the time.
All the time we see
where
it.
it's like, well, I saw that so-and-so church bought AAX cymbals, and I love the way their live stream sounds. So we went out and bought AAX cymbals, and they don't sound good in our church. Well, yeah, that's because you have no clue anything about that cymbal. You just saw somebody else used it, and you thought, I needed it.
Yeah.
When maybe the problem isn't the cymbal, but the fact that your drummer is playing too hard.
Yes.
Or
yes.
something completely unrelated to the material of the cymbal.
Yeah.
I mean, I've heard a really good drummer play a really crappy drum kit, and it still sounds amazing.
Yeah, absolutely.
They don't need all that. So if you want to watch tech tours, go for it. But just don't go change everything about your church just because you saw someone else do it in their church.